guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to take you along on a project that I'm doing for another fellow YouTuber. Let's see, I've got the image made out here, the mechanic, and he makes his videos on his YouTube channel as Cars and Things. I'll post the link to that one below. Lots of pretty cool videos. Okay, so I'll be putting it on a flat bill hat. I already lint rolled the hat where I'm going to be putting the image, and I put a white blank where the image is going to go. It's a sublimation heat transfer that I already have on there. I've got my heat press heating up, so that's what the noisiness is going on there. And I have a second blank, white blank, that I'm going to put over this one before I put the image, before he pressed this image. Personally, I've had more success doing 2 layers of this before the actual image. Let's see. All right, I've got the heat press is up to temperature. I've got the white blank taped on there, and a little trick that I always use is I put a couple of washcloths under the hat just to add a little bit of resistance, because it always seems like the hat curves a little more than the hat form, this blue base. So this just adds a little bit more resistance. And then I open the hat a little bit because I don't want this snapback to get in the way and show up in the heat pressed design. That might create a dent or something there. So I've got my washcloths there, and they're fairly wrinkle free. I'm gonna heat press those a second just to get the wrinkles out of them, so that doesn't affect how it turns out. Okay, then I put that on there, and I kind of pull the hat down, and then I swing this around. Make sure it's under the heat plate. I lower it, and I'm going to twist this little knob and increase the pressure just a little bit. And I'll do these white blanks with the heat press for about 10 seconds. But all heat transfers could be a little bit different, so just do what works best with yours and your recommendations. Okay, so now I'm going to peel the little clear part off and the heat resistant tape. So now it creates just a little white box. It's basically creating a blank canvas to put my image on. Kind of like painters, how they paint a primer on their canvas sometimes. And if you look really closely, you can kind of see the black bleeding through the sublimation, so that's why I use a second one, because I want the image to turn out really clear without the black showing through. Okay. Now I'll repeat the first step, and I'm going to tape another one down right where this one's at. Personally, I think the image looks a little more like better quality. It looks a little slightly thicker. As long as it's matched up. they're wonky. Okay. Now I have the second one applied, taped down, ready to go. So I'll swing this around again. Just be careful not to drag it over the image to make it scoot around too much, or at all, hopefully. And I'll press it again for about 10 more seconds. Looks good. Have the second one applied, and it kind of has a green tint to the clear transfer that's on there, and then I just pick it off. Just very carefully, because you don't want to stab holes in your products that you're creating it on. So peel that off. Now it's just a white box. A little piece of fuzz. Alright, now it's time to apply the sublimation paper that I trimmed out. Cut my little pieces of tape again. And then I will place this right over that. I want to do the color side down, and I have it mirrored already, so it will, once it's pressed, oh, I almost did that upside down. That'd be disappointing. All right, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay, now I have it taped face down over the little blank background that I made. So now, I'm gonna pull the hat down and swing the heat press right over the top of it again. And do it for, let's see, I think I'll do 30 seconds. Set a timer. Ooh. I subtracted some seconds because it was taking me too long, but I almost set it for 25 minutes. That would be terrible. While we're waiting on that, I want to mention that I'm no professional. A lot of this is self-taught or through watching YouTube videos. So there's probably better ways to do everything that I'm doing here, but it seems to work for me and I get the job done that I want to do. So, all right. So it's been about 30 seconds. I'm gonna let that cool down. I'm not gonna peel it off until it's completely cool. I'm gonna turn off my heat press. All right. Alrighty, stay tuned and I will peel this off here in just a second after it's cooled down. All right, here we are. It's nice and cooled down. So time to peel it off to see the final reveal. use my little Sharpie blade, or little razor blade, just to kind of pick up the corner. I think it turned out good. Here's the final results there. All right, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, comment below if you want. And I will also leave that link to the mechanic's, to his YouTube channel, Cars and Things. So check him out too. All right, you guys have a great day. Bye.